Hey everyone, welcome back. My name's Nino and welcome to another Xiaomi UK live stream right here. We've got a very special one lined up today, all focused on the amazing Redmi Note 11 series, in particular the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G right here. We have two special guests joining us. Firstly, we have our cyber dog just here, who's currently sleeping, so please don't make too much noise. But more importantly, we have Christian from All About Me. Very happy to join us here today as well to speak about some amazing technology just here. And Christian, you just want to give a bit of an intro around yourself?
Yeah, sure.
So everyone?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me here. Christian, by the way, from YouTube, All About Me. What's up to all Xiaomi fans out there? It's great to be here. It's great to be part of this launching event of the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for being here, Christian. I'm looking forward to speaking about this phone with you as well.
Me too.
Guys, also, what you'll notice at some point throughout the live stream today, it will be floating around, is a QR code. So
okay.
Try and see if you can catch that, scan it. You never know what you're going to find on the other side.
Wow.
But also, of course, as you should know with these live streams, we also are extra kind and give you a promo code where you can actually get £10 off a £100 spend. So that means that this device is even cheaper, which is crazy.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And, which I know some of you would potentially be wondering, we do have a giveaway. So make sure you stay tuned until the end, where we will be announcing a question for you to answer to get a chance to win one of the amazing Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G devices. Which, you know, I think everyone's going to want one of those, right, Christian?
Exactly. This phone is all in one. It's a great mid-ranger phone, so it's a good to have.
Indeed. So let's actually jump into the device itself. So, I mean, the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G, we actually named this as the 108 megapixel powerhouse, okay? I mean, there's a big clue as to why that is on there. So actually, you know what? We're going to go for a few key areas for you guys, just to give you a bit of background around the device. Christian has been using it for a little while now, so we'll kind of get his experience on how he's found the device as well. So, tell you what, to start off with, let's actually focus on that camera. So 108 megapixel powerhouse. How have you found the camera, and what does that mean, you know, for people using that? When people say 108 megapixels, what does that mean for the general user on there?
Basically, for me, I mean, as a user experience, I actually just keep it in my pocket. I take it out, take photos, snap a photo. But if I want a wide shot, especially for like buildings or probably a landscape, take a photo. And if I want to crop it, it still has a great quality because you're taking it as a 108 megapixel picture. But you don't always do that. But nonetheless, if you don't go for the 108 megapixel, you still go for the like the regular just point and shoot. It still takes pretty good photos. It's quite reliable in terms of taking photos.
And I think that's a good point on there, Christian, as well, because it may not be every single situation where you need to use the 108 megapixel, of course. So I think that's great because within the software itself, we give you the opportunity to use that when you need it. So as Christian mentioned, you get fantastic detail. So, I mean, I always say, I'm sure, you know, when you go on holiday yourself, how many photos you must take, right?
Yeah.
I think one of the ones that we typically find is that when we take a lot of photos now on our phone, sometimes we'll keep them on there, but maybe we won't necessarily print them out.
Yep.
Where there is always a nice opportunity to do that, especially if you want to buy a Mi Smart printer as well, which we have on the website. But the great thing about that 108 megapixel main sensor is that you crop in, print them out, and it will still retain a lot of that detail on there too, which is fantastic. And obviously, what about an overall experience with the phone with the other cameras? You know, did you find yourself utilizing some of the other ones on there?
With the MIUI itself, it has some great features on the camera. You can even change the sky, like the weather. You want to change it to whatever you like. There's interactive, like moving videos as well. So it's quite good to have that. There's the camera, and it's a lot that you can do actually on the MIUI. Not just taking photos, you can add filters and so on. So you don't have to download any extra app for you to manage your photos. So straight away you can just like select a filter, take a photo, upload it straight to your social media. So as easy as that. And
I think you touched on a great point there, Christian. I think, you know, when it comes to taking photos and, you know, actually just getting a phone out and taking a picture, that in itself is quite an easy thing, right? But I think for a lot of people, actually, sometimes after that, maybe they want to upload the picture, they don't know how to edit it. I think having those facilities on board, we can just literally press edit within the gallery, and then straight away you get access to a wide portfolio of tools that you can then use that. I mean, the Sky obviously feature, I actually used that recently myself. I was in Vienna, which on the day, to be fair, I'd probably say it's just as cold as here. But on the day, it was quite a dark, kind of gloomy day. Go onto there, hit sun. Maybe if you want to overdo it, you can put a sunset on there, and then away you go. No one's going to know where you are and how it's been.
And it's kind of amazes me because it's pretty clear, it's natural looking, it's really good. And also, I just found out a feature on the MIUI on its camera built in is that you can actually remove some of the people in the background. Yep. That was pretty good. I mean, it's just touch of like removing those people from the background, which is quite amazing. It's built in. They never talk about it, but it's there.
Yeah, obviously the removing people one, so that's fantastic. Obviously we have that on the premium range. Yeah. Obviously on the Redmi Note series, you can actually then still remove some objects within the settings, which is great. So that's camera. Again, one of the main, definitely a standout feature of this device. But similarly, of course, you know, when you're going around, you're taking loads of pictures. You know, you want, let's say, if you're going on a trip, you want to make sure you have something that's going to last you. And actually, if you're recording video, taking photos, it's going to be, you know, something that you want to be able to go on for a long time. So that's why, of course, it's very good that the fact that with the Redmi Note 11 Pro, you have a large battery.
Yes.
5,000 milliamp hours, which, again, not to put all the numbers in, because I know we always say a lot of numbers, but in essence, it means that you have a battery that's going to be able to last you for the whole day. Exactly. But most impressively, we also have a charger in the box, which is what, Christian?
6 to 7 watts charger inside the box, and this phone can charge 45 minutes, more or less. So gone are the days that you have to charge your phone overnight. So forget about that. You can just like charge it, quick boost. Even you maybe taking a shower, probably you can get more 50% at least, more or less.
Easily. So. And I think that's a great thing with, you know, the fact that you can just have that with your device. Whenever you are, just quickly get a boost. Like you say, maybe in the morning, for example, when you're getting ready, or even again, let's say keeping with that theme of, say you're out and about, taking loads of photos, you want to have a little bit of a chill, a little bit of a break, you know, maybe get a coffee, you sit down, plug your phone in the time you order that, and obviously drink it, etc., you've already got a fully charged battery.
Yeah,
which is fantastic.
Which is good.
And obviously powering that with respects to the performance, obviously, this is now a 5G device, of course. So, you know, a lot of people were, you know, with the Redmi Note 10, very, very popular series of devices. With the Pro, this is now adding 5G connectivity on there with the Snapdragon 695, which is fantastic. Again, how have you found, obviously, from your experience, Christian, around the performance of the device?
Well, for the Redmi Note series, I've actually spoke about this on my channel, and I've shared this on last global launch. Actually was featured there on that global launch, and I mentioned there that the Redmi Note series has always been my gaming phone. So I have obviously my main device and have this device as mainly for gaming. So I store everything there and played my games in there. The performance-wise, it's quite smooth. So I set it to high settings. I usually do Call of Duty Mobile. It's
same.
pretty smooth.
We need to have a match. I keep saying this to everyone, but
it has the high refresh rate as well, so it's quite fluid, and the sound quality is amazing as well because it's dual speakers. But performance-wise, I have no question about it. You can run maybe some apps that you can edit your photos, your videos, not only just gaming. So it's quite reliable in terms of its performance. I never have any issue about it.
Great. Well, again, I think Christian touched on another key point. See, I'm glad. Nice back and forth. You're setting them up for me. So display on this. Again, this is one of the key things that, you know, stood out on the Pro series especially. So large display, 6.67-inch screen, of course, which is fantastic. Everyone loves a large screen. But actually, you also have 120 hertz refresh rate. Which simply means that the actual display itself is a lot smoother whenever you're utilizing and kind of using different content on there too. So, I mean, you know, for your side, you mentioned obviously the gaming. I mean, how else do you use your device in terms of multimedia? You know, you series watcher, you're a movie watcher on your phone? What do you typically use kind of from that perspective?
In terms of watching shows, I mean, I watch videos.
Yeah.
I don't watch shows on my phone. I mean, that's just my preference.
Cool.
I like it on a bigger screen. But on the go, I watch short videos.
Yep.
So because it has a tiny dot, it doesn't bother you at all. The front camera, there's a tiny dot in the front display. It doesn't bother me at all while watching videos, and the speakers are actually another key point for you. The speakers are actually placed quite good, so it won't bother me while. I mean, even usually when you hold your phone, it's like using your two hands, both hands, so it doesn't cover. You won't be able to. I mean, you won't accidentally cover it while watching something. So you have great experience, multimedia experience while watching videos.
Yeah, which is fantastic. I mean, again, I think from that point of view, having that smooth display as well. I always say. Even when you're just, let's say, swiping through your phone, again, it just makes the phone feel a lot more fluid, which is fantastic. So, go into the settings, you turn on 120 hertz, and then straight away, actually, when you're in the menus, all of a sudden, it just feels super smooth, right? And I think one of the other key points around the display from our side is that a great kind of, let's say, something that maybe isn't obvious straight away is something called adaptive sync, which is fantastic because it means that depending on the content that you're watching or receiving, the display will actually automatically adjust to what you're watching. So I always give an example. So Christian, let's say you send me a video, I don't know, a cat meme or something like that. More than likely, that's going to be either 30 or 60 frames per second. Right. So the phone itself doesn't need to utilize the full refresh rate.
Yeah.
However, let's say you then switch over to Call of Duty Mobile. It will then jump up to that 120 hertz.
Yeah.
So then you can utilize that and have that smooth gaming experience.
Yeah, that's right. And it would save up the battery as well. Because you won't utilize the full refresh rate if you don't need to. Yeah.
I think that's always a good point. I mean, we always look at kind of key areas to try to save that battery, to kind of maintain that battery on there too.
Yeah.
And also, I know we mentioned about the quick charging speeds, the 67 watt in the box. Not only is it fast, but we always make sure it's safe and certified to kind of charge at those fast speeds as well, which is a great kind of boost. So we mentioned, obviously, camera, which is fantastic, 108 megapixel main shooter, as well as, again, that full array AI camera on there. Fantastic display, bright, vibrant, and also smooth with that 120 hertz. And of course, we mentioned that fast charging. I mean, we could speak about a lot of other ones. I know you've already mentioned one yourself, Christian, right? Which is, I think, the audio. And I think, I don't know if you'd agree, Christian. I mean, I think this is one of those areas that is maybe spoken about less, but actually it's quite an important part with respects to the overall experience of the phone, right?
Yeah.
So I know you said you watched some kind of short videos. How did you find, of course, the dual speakers on the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G?
It's... I mean, first of all, again, the placement of the speakers, once you hold it, you won't accidentally cover it. And as dual speakers, you have like the feel of a surround sound, even though you're just holding on your hand. So it's loud. You can have the clear high and low tones of that. Yeah, it's just pretty good speakers actually. Even though if you just play music out of the speaker, it is loud. So I don't do that at home. It will wake up my baby.
I was going to say, maybe in that case then, you maybe want to use actually what comes with the device, if you order it as well, guys. So not only do you get it for a fantastic price, and hopefully you're going to see it on the screen as well. You get £10 off that spend, but you also get a pair of our Redmi Pro Buds 3 included with that offer too. So in case if you're a Christian, for example, like you mentioned, then if you've got the baby, you don't want to wake them up.
You have the loudspeaker on.
You have the option, right? Depending on where you are, depending on the situation too. So again, I think we've kind of highlighted a lot of the key areas on there. I mean, for me, I do think that this device is going to follow up, what made the Redmi Note 11 series, or the Redmi Note series, I should say, so popular. I mean, this is now, I think we mentioned about this. Christian actually was at our launch event yesterday as well. We had a launch event, and let us know, because you never know, we may be able to invite some of you guys at the next launch event too. So make sure you let us know if you want to be invited to one of the next ones too, because we're more than happy to get a lot of people down. And I think we mentioned there, this has now become one of our best-selling series. So over 250 million worldwide.
Quite a lot.
Which is incredible. And another kind of key point around, of course, our devices, and I know you've touched on this a little bit, is, of course, the user experience in the sense of the UI on board.
Yeah.
So the actual operating system on there, of course, is Android, but we also have MIUI built into it, which adds some additional features on there. And this will be coming with MIUI 13 out of the box, which is fantastic. How's your experience been so far with MIUI 13, Christian?
I've used MIUI 12 for quite some time, and once I switched to the MIUI 13, it was one of my older device, Mi 10. So I upgraded it to MIUI 13. I found it so smooth. There's quite a big jump because they focus on performance for that MIUI 13. And on the gaming, on the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G, there is a quick option for you to maybe, whilst probably waiting for your game, you can actually have a quick option. You can open your, like a small window for your WhatsApp.
Sidebar,
yeah, the sidebar. You can actually open maybe a browser. You can just browse something while you're in the game, or probably while you're watching some videos. Yep. So that comes quite handy. You can adjust the settings. You can adjust the brightness. All there. You don't have to close the whole game and then you might miss out something. Yeah. So you can just have a quick sidebar and do all those settings. So which is quite handy in terms of the MIUI 13.
Yeah, I think we've got some great updates. I know we mentioned about gaming too. I'm a big gamer myself, as many of you potentially may know. And one of the other cool features, which I don't know if you got a chance to experience within MIUI when you're playing a game, of course, Game Turbo we've had for a little while.
Right.
But we also have within that a really cool feature, which is a voice changer.
Yeah,
if you've seen this, which is pretty cool. So, for example, you could be on, obviously, like we mentioned earlier, COD Mobile.
Yeah.
You could actually activate that and change your voice to a robotic one that sounds a bit like a hamster. There's loads of different ones on there. Yeah. And I tell you what, I was in one of the lobbies on Call of Duty Mobile, and I tried this, and then some people were like, did you guys hear that? But then the cool thing is you can just switch it out straight away to another voice. So they didn't know what was happening. So definitely, if you haven't seen this, check it out because it's a fun feature on there too. And I mean, one of the other ones which I think, you know, whenever we kind of upgrade with MIUI, there's some subtle changes which, you know, maybe some people don't notice straight away. How do you find just generally kind of like the usability? Because, you know, we have definitely changed where it makes it feel like a bit more of a smoother experience. You know, some of the animations are a lot more fluid. How have you found that side too?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite smooth, more smooth than my older device. Once it upgraded, I was really amazed because it became more smooth. I thought it was like end of the line of this old device. It's not going to be smooth ever. But after the MIUI 13 update upgrade, it was like one of the new devices. So I've compared it. It is similar in terms of its performance. And they've also packed, I mean, the great features are still there, like the new control center, maybe the volume and all that. It's pretty amazing, and in terms of like, you only thought about having this, but it's already there. So it's quite, I mean, you can just like use it right away on your device. Yeah.
I think it just makes that overall kind of experience on there
exactly
fantastic too. So also, kind of moving back to the main devices today, which again is out now, so you can purchase it. Like I mentioned earlier, discounted on there too, but you also get £10 off today with the live stream and an additional bonus of the Redmi Buds 3 Pro, which are fantastic. I've used them myself, and again, great active noise cancellation on there and wireless charging and the like. So great product on there. But to sum up on there, one thing I want to know from you guys is also which is your favorite color out of the ones that we have on show too. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. I think we should have a visual on the screen too, the colors. So let us know which is your favorite on there. Personally, not gonna lie, I'm always a bit more of a graphite gray kind of guy. I don't know about yourself, Christian, but I always just tend to go for a bit more of a slick kind of color option. But how about yourself?
Yeah, I got the graphite gray. I like the back. It's flat. It's not 100% anti-fingerprint, but you can barely see the fingerprint from the back panel itself. But I usually put a cover, and because Xiaomi phones always have their cover comes out from the box, and also it has a screen protector already pasted on it. Nice. So yeah, so once you purchase a Xiaomi phone, you have the charger, you have the back cover, you have the screen protector. All you have to do is just put in your SIM card, put your data in, so that way you can use the phone. You don't have to
complete package outside and inside the box.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you don't have to put it on a temporary pouch or something if you don't want to scratch your phone, because it's already protected all throughout.
Fantastic. Well, I think one other thing to kind of, let's say, highlight on the device, obviously we've already spoken about the key kind of features, but just to reintroduce them again before I mention around some of the other ones that we also have available. So Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G performance now, which is a fantastic upgrade. We know that a lot of people are looking for that. 108 megapixel main sensor on there, fantastic detail, as well as a stunning new design, and amazing 6.67 inch screen, which is 120 hertz.
Right.
And what do you also get in the box? You mentioned yourself.
Yeah, it's a 67 watts charger. It comes in the box that will charge your phone 45 minutes.
You got it, yeah. It's about 42, you know, shave off a few minutes here and there, but so around 42 minutes. Yeah. But again, great all-round device as well. I also want to mention, Christian, as well, we already launched the Redmi Note 11. Fantastic device, a great all-rounder on there as well. And as well as the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G, you may have seen we're also going to be bringing the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G to the UK. I've got one here myself, fantastic device, and it does offer some additional benefits. But again, all of them are there. They all have a choice depending on which kind of device you want to be going for on there. What about if you guys want to win one? Obviously, we mentioned this at the start, right? So we do have a bit of a giveaway going on, and there is a question around this too. So this giveaway will be on Facebook only, so make sure you get over there if you're not already. And you want to drop the correct answer to this question in the comments below with the hashtag Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G, all one word. And the question is, what charger comes in the box with the Redmi Note 11 Pro? Let us know that, and you can be in with a chance of winning that device right there.
Yeah, I've mentioned that a few times.
Yeah, I think we have. I think we've given it a pretty clear one.
Yeah.
You know,
so
I think we've given them 67 chances to win at least.
Exactly.
At least, I would say. But great. I mean, I guess as a kind of final overview from yourself, Christian, I mean, how would you kind of sum up the experience with the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G that these guys can win today as well?
You won't get disappointed with this phone. So that's for sure. You can get, the phone comes with a dual SIM card as well, a nano SIM card, or you can actually put, it's a hybrid SIM tray, so you can actually put a memory card there as well. And also, just to add up in terms of performance, it has a liquid cooling technology that would actually dissipate heats faster. So even though you can have extended gaming session or probably watching videos or running heavy apps on your phone. So ultimately you have the performance package, the camera package with great charging speed, great display. What else what else will you be looking for on the phone?
To me, this just sounds like you're just saying this is the complete package, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, guys, on that point, you can get this complete package, like I say, either winning one, so make sure you get over to Facebook, drop a comment on there, or we also have the discount code on the screen, £10 off with that price, and you get a free pair of Redmi Buds 3 Pro. Wow. Guys, thank you very much. Christian, thank you very much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me
and
here.
We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take care.
Bye.